Bangladesh, who batted second in both against Scotland and against the Netherlands yesterday, they decided without hesitation to bat first today. And we've got the same partnership of Tamim Iqbal, the left-hander, and Junaid Siddiqui, number 31, at the non-striking end at the moment. And we're all ready for play, so let's play. The bowler is Tim Gruitjes. Interesting to start with a spinner, but this is quite frequently the way they do it in 2020 cricket. Start with a spinner at one end, and that's turned round into the mid-wicket area, but Peter Seeler runs round to cut off the single. And here comes Gruitjes. And that's a big hit, but it's going to be caught, and that is caught at mid-off. That was a slightly careless shot. Let's have a look at the replay now. Oh, it's Peter Boran, number 83 out there, and that was a very, very good catch. It seemed to come to him in slow motion, didn't it? That brings on Shakib Al Hassan, number 75, who is a batsman worth his place, should we say. And this is Michael Swart bowling the second over for the Netherlands with Tamim Iqbal facing. Tamim, of course, yesterday the hero for Bangladesh, who made 69 not out. And there's the second ball. He pushes it out into the mid-wicket area. They're going to get one, they'll probably get two. Yes, definitely getting two here. And they might even go for three. Yes, that's a very good piece of running by the Bangladesh batsman. Michael Swart, quite an experienced campaigner here now for the Netherlands. He varies the pace, varies the flight, varies the length, and varies the line, so you never know what's going to come next. Round the wicket, and he's bowled. That's Shakib out, isn't it? Shakib. That's sensational quick wicket there for Michael Swart, and one of the big names of Bangladeshi batting. Let's have a look at the replay now. Stayed low on the batsman, no turn really, but played across the line, and the ball hit middle and off. That's Michael Swart about to bowl again. This is live and exclusive on Ghazi TV, and that's a big hit, but it's going to be caught in the deep. Very well caught by Bukhari, and it's a third wicket down for Bangladesh. This is beginning to look a little bit serious. Look at this replay just now, just sliding down on his knees. Bukhari took a very good catch, low down. We have a change of bowling now at the scoreboard end. This is Tom Cooper bowling, and Tamim dispatches him square on the offside for 4 runs, the first boundary of the innings. So Tom Cooper, of course, Australian in origin, but with Dutch parentage. And here he comes bowling for Holland, bowling for the Netherlands, and that's swept round. Oh, that's very well fielded. Very well fielded by Erik Swartzinski. Swart now to Mahmudullah, and that's a lovely 4, wide mid-on, an excellent boundary there. Mahmudullah in imperious form. And that's a second successive 4 for Mahmudullah, this time swept behind square leg, and that's an excellent shot. Another fantastic 4, that's 3 4s in succession. Michael Swart getting the treatment here from Mahmudullah, and this is exactly what Bangladesh need to bolster their innings after such a poor start. Well, there's another very nice shot by Mahmudullah. It's going out to the boundary, but it won't get there, and that's another 2 for Mahmudullah. It takes his score to 15, and the score at the end of the 6th over is 30 for 3 wickets. Another change of bowling at the scoreboard end. Peter Boren, the Netherlands captain, has brought himself on. Medium pace. It's not going to cause any great difficulties for the batsman. And there's another one-handed drive there by Tamim, just a single. And we have another change of bowling at the pavilion end. This time, Tim van der Gutten. And there's a very nice shot down the leg side by Mahmudullah, and a really classical pickup shot. And this is Tom Cooper again, I think, is it? Bowling, and that was down the leg side, and it goes for 4. Tom Cooper again, and that one's forced off the back foot. It was an excellent 4. We had 600 or 700 spectators yesterday for the first match between these two teams. And we have a new bowler at the pavilion end again, Ahsan Malik. And that's down the leg side, down between fine leg and square leg for 2 runs. We've now had 7 overs without another wicket falling. That's another couple of runs to Mahmudullah. So it really is a lovely day here, and a lovely setting with the church in the background. And there's a lovely shot by Mahmudullah. It deserves 4, but actually Bukhari ran round the boundary, anticipated that well actually on the boundary. You could see from the shape of the shot where it was going to go, and he cut off 3 runs. Boren comes in. Where's he going to bowl this one? Short, outside the off stump, and that one is late cut for 4. That's a superb technical shot. Malik is only 22, coming on for 23 years of age. He's right arm medium fast bowler. Here he is again. Oh, that's a very good, and he's going to be out. Caught by Peter Boren, the Netherlands captain. Mahmudullah, a great innings by him. He took the bull by the horns, helped Bangladesh get back into the game after a poor start with 6 boundaries, all of them absolutely top-notch, out of the top draw. The new batsman is Zia Rahman, who joins Tamim, who proceeds unperturbed at the other end. He's going to face this ball. He's on 27, not out. And here comes Malik again. I think this may be the last ball of his over. Good over by him, short of a length that one, and just punched out to mid-on. And here he is again, and that one is hit firmly square on the offside, down to deep square leg. Bukhari, the fielder, a lovely throw straight into the wicketkeeper's hands. Wesley Baresi didn't have to move an inch. So what can Malik do this time to deceive the batsman? And that's 6 over cow corner, straight into the pavilion. And the fans suddenly energised by the first 6 of the game, and no wonder, because that was a great shot. Huge 6, absolutely, yeah, no doubt about that one. And Peter Boren, perhaps always ahead of the game in terms of strategy and what kind of ball to bowl to each batsman. I'm sure they talk about it a lot with Coach Peter Drinnen. Here he is again, and this one is also short, too short. And it wasn't terribly well hit, but I think that's going to be 4. Yeah, and four inelegant runs to Zia, but they all count. Here's Boren again. Zia slashes again, and he manages to get some kind of tickle. It's 4 to fine leg, wide fine leg, so that's another 4 to Zia. Mudassir Bukhari, and here he comes for the first ball of his first over. And that's to Tamim, who just likes the extra pace. No, there was extra pace there, I think, for him to work with, which he hasn't been used to so far. Gets 2 runs for it. Bukhari again, and that's straight drive for 4. Oh no, it's not 4. It's been picked up by Pete Seeler on the boundary. Zia this time, and that one's also hit in the same direction. And Pete Seeler does a repeat performance of the last ball. Another single, and the 100 comes up. 100 for 4. Tamim on 35 and Zia on 20. Got a couple of new faces in the Bangladesh team today. Jahurul Islam, who's ready to bat next, I think, and Shafiul Islam are in, and Nazmul Hussain and Mushafri bin Mortaz are out. But there's another big hit. Is it going? Oh, it falls short of the fielders. And Peter Boren again ringing the changes. Practically every over is bowled by a different bowler at this stage of the game, just to keep the batsman guessing. And that's a better contact. Goes out through extra cover. Van der Guchten. And that's going to be a 6, straight 6. Oh no, it's not. It's well inside, very high, and it's very well caught by Peter Boren over his shoulder. It's an absolutely superb catch, that, and well deserved, because he took it so calmly over his shoulder. Iqbal is on 39 not out. The batsman out just now was Zia Rahman, who scored 22 in rapid time. It seemed like a lot more. And Malik again pitches it short of a length, gives the batsman space to cut it square, goes out for 2. Yes, there's not been a huge number of boundaries for the crowd to cheer in this particular innings. By my calculations, about a dozen 4s and 1 6. There's Malik again. There's a big hit, but it may not go all the way, and it may be, oh, it is 6. It just clears the fielder Erik Swarzinski on the boundary there, and that's the second 6 of the innings by Tamim, and his first. So here's Malik again, and that one's a fuller length ball driven by Tamim to deep mid-on. Peter Seeler runs in energetically. Welcome back to Voorburg Cricket Club, where Van der Guchten is just bowled the first ball of the 19th over. Tamim gets a couple more runs. He's now on 48, so on the edge of his second successive half-century in as many days. Here comes Van der Guchten, and that one is going in the same direction, but will, no, Boren doesn't make the same mistake twice, but he does get his second run. That takes him up to a very well played 50, and Tamim scored 69 not out yesterday, his personal best in 2020, and here's another half-century which will mark him out as one of the world's most thrilling batsmen. Here's Van der Guchten again, and that's going to be, oh no, that could be caught, yes. That's Peter Boren's 4th catch of the innings, no doubt about it. He's so calm out there, waits for the ball to come to him and doesn't overrun it. And this time it is Tamim who's out, 50, caught Boren. Very straightforward catch for Peter Boren, who watches the ball come into his hands and just is perfectly positioned. Tamim, he is a hero to these fans, but he will have the highest of standards, and he will probably not think that one of his better innings. This is the new batsman, number 32, Jahurul Islam, because of course they went for a single when that catch was taken. But here's Van der Guchten to the new batsman, getting his first run in 2020, and a very energetic runner. He's taken 2 very quick runs there. Excellent running between the wickets. Van der Guchten to Jahurul Islam, and that's vertically in the air. I don't know who's going to catch it. It'll be Wesley Baresi under it with the gloves, and there he is. And that's a well taken catch by Baresi. 19th over's gone, 123 for 7, Bangladesh, and that was Tim Van der Guchten's 3rd wicket. And the new batsman is Abdul Razak, and here's Bukhari. And that's down the leg side, will be called wide. Here's Bukhari again, and that's vertically in the air, is going to be caught by Malik at yeah, well, it wasn't as confident as Peter Boren, but it's still in his hands. Oh yes, big leading edge, straight up into the sky, and a few juggles by Malik. Hassan Malik is credited for the catch. Here he comes again, and that's a very, oh yes, that is bold, because it was a Yorker. The batsman did well to get the bat behind it, but there was plenty of momentum on the ball. And the last batsman coming in here is Elias Sunny to Oh, that's a very good shot by the number 13. Well, that was run out. They went back for their second run of the final ball of the innings. 128 all out. The Dutch players look quite happy with that. They obviously feel that can be achieved, and they would certainly be looking for a win after being defeated by 8 wickets. Comprehensive 8 wickets by Bangladesh yesterday. Welcome back. This is Abdul Razak with the ball in his hand, and facing him is Wesley Baresi, the Netherlands wicketkeeper. And here he is. And that's round the wicket. Look at a bit of a flick with the arm, I think, there, Ed. Would you not say?
Certainly looks that way, and also the Bangladesh team opening with spin.
Well, that seems to be the pattern in 2020 cricket, and I'm not surprised. And that one is really forced down with additional pace. I'm very interested in this arm movement, because from our angle it does look rather strange as he turns the ball with his left arm, and the batsman there. Ball goes past cover. So yeah, you think the Dutch will be very happy with 129 as a target on a wearing wicket, Ed?
I would say so. We should be happy. Obviously, it gives you a bit of an easier position with the bat. You basically have to work with some singles here and there. You don't need to go for the big shots. You can just work them around.
Shafiul Islam coming to bowl now. His first ball at this level. I suspect a youngster. He looks almost like a teenager. They're the 2 fresh faces, and that should have been caught and bowled, dropped there by Shafiul. It's very difficult for a fast bowler, particularly with a vigorous action at the crease, to keep his focus. Same problem. That's still short of a length, and that's been carted wide of mid-on, and it's not got to the boundary yet. The timing wasn't quite right, but 2 to Swart. Ashraful, who's come on, he's substitute fielder for somebody. I'm not sure who's off the field, but there's Swart, who swings across the line. Not a particularly elegant shot, but they get 2, and that's effective enough. Razak again. That's pushed through. And another dot ball. Well, if dot balls are the embodiment of results in 2020, it's a good over so far. And that is a maiden over in a 2020 over game, which is almost unforgivable. We're in the 4th over, and this one is being bowled by Shakib, and that's the 5th ball of the over. In the over so far, there's been a 1 to Swart, 2 to Baresi, and then a very fine 4 over extra cover by Baresi.
4s at this early stage of our innings is what we're looking for.
Well, there's an attempt which might go for 4. The fielder's running round very rapidly. Oh, and he got a hand to it, but it just leaped up over him, and that is the second 4 of the Dutch innings. Well, Razak again, and that's outside door stump. That's turned for 4 very neatly by Wesley Baresi through mid-wicket. A surefire boundary there. Michael Sport, of course, yesterday made 57. That's what I was trying to look out for, and he could make another 57, but that's Baresi rather stupidly playing across the line when he just scored a 4, and he absolutely curses himself for being so careless. He clean bowled by Abdul Razak immediately after conceding a 4. Shakib on again, and he's bowling to Michael Sport, who paddles it nicely round the corner. No extra strength in that, just gets a single. The new batsman is Tom Cooper. Scored 1 yesterday, so he'll be looking for a few more today. Oh, and that's a big appeal. It was very high up on his right pad. As Shakib comes in again, and oh, that is clean bowled. And once again, Tom Cooper rues the across the line swing, which is not timed properly. A new bowler at the pavilion end, alias Sunny, and Swart drives it at catchable height straight back to the bowler, who is now injured. His left arm round, and there we are. That's a single at least. They should get two if they go for it. And Peter Boren safely home, and Michael Swart as well, so that's well run.
You certainly don't want to lose wickets in pairs like what just happened, but Swart seems to have dug himself in a bit, and hopefully Pete Boren can excel in what he's very good at, scoring quick runs. If you can at the halfway stage still be at like around 7 runs an over needed, required, then you should be okay.
So here's Sheffield, very, very short ball again, and Swart loves that. He pulls it to deep mid-on, gets 2 easy runs.
There's 2 actually in the middle at the moment. Pete Boren and Michael Swart are big hitters, but like I said, it's not really necessary at this stage.
Well, there's a lovely 4 all the way from the bat. That was the best shot of the day, actually, in many ways, and very, very good timing. Sunny again. See if he can turn the ball. I don't know whether Boren is being careful for that reason, but there's a big hit, and that is 6. We'll be talking about that. Sunny again, and Boren goes for the 4 this time, and whether he makes it or not, yes, 6 and 4. Excellent 10 runs in 2 balls. This one's caressed again. Oh, and it's gone past the fielder who slips, and he's going to get 2, but it should have been stopped. It wasn't very far away from the fielder, and Mahmudullah is coming in for his first ball, and that's an attempted sweep. Michael Swart's favourite shot, actually, and he usually makes better contact than that. The pitch is the same pitch that's been used the last 3 days here, and it's quite possibly keeping a bit low. There's another ball, and that's gone straight and high, and 6 over the side screens and into the field beyond.
Yeah, and like I said, he loves to use a little bit of bottom hand, and powerful hitter.
Mahmudullah coming in again round the wicket, and Swart again tries to sweep. It was an extravagant appeal for stumping there by Rahim, the wicketkeeper captain, but the umpire's not impressed at all. So,
shouldn't this have been a wide though?
And at the end of the 10th over, Bangladesh were 57 for 3, and the Netherlands in reply are 59 for 2, so it's pretty much even Steven at this stage. Shakib is the bowler at the pavilion end, bowling to Peter Boren, who seems to like this caressed late cut today, but it hasn't yielded any real runs for him. And that's high in the air, and it could well be caught at mid-off, and yes, safely caught. That was a ball that got up rather quicker, and it was shorter. He was advancing on it and got under it.
He was looking for the mid-wicket area and got a slight leading edge.
And both these batsmen are capable of that, and that's a nice reverse sweep down for 4, very fine 4 to the long stop boundary. How often is that practiced these days in the net's head?
And Tom de Groot likes it very much. He's very good at it and practices that shot quite a bit.
And here's Sunny again. And that was an attempted paddle shot over the head, and completely missed it and was clean bowled. And that is why some purists who watch cricket despair of shots like that. What do you think, Ed?
It's supposed to be a spectacular form of the game. So
as we watch 2 replays of this.
It is spectacular, and every now and then, as we see with de Groot, it's not working, but it's why the stadiums worldwide are full.
And here comes Mahmudullah, and that's nicely struck straight down the ground by Swarzinski, who comes out of his crease. There's a bit of tension in the air out there at the moment, a crucial phase of the game, and Swarzinski pulls the ball through mid-wicket, but they still only get 1 run because there's a fielder out there. And this is alias Sunny's last over coming in. And that's a very quick single, and he's out, run out. Just too far for Swasinski to make his ground, and that was out even from 45 degrees it looked out. Just have a look at that from the square camera, and oh, a good couple of feet there, definitely.
Must have been his own call as well. So.
And the new batsman now is Badassa Bukhari, number 7, who is a supreme all-rounder as far as I'm concerned. He seems to be able to do everything that is needed to be done. They need 50 for victory now, and they have 5 overs left at the end of this over. And at the moment the run rate required seems to be about 9. Now there's a big 6, and it's coming in our direction, and it's going to hit the that only just missed our control point there. So that's exactly what I was expecting from Bukhari. And you?
Exactly that. I've seen him score 100 for the Netherlands in a friendly in India with so much power, so you never know what's going to happen here.
Michael Svart has got 1 4 and 1 6, but otherwise he's been hitting the field all the time, and that's a pull by Bukhari. He's going to be out. He's caught at mid-wicket, and that's not what the Dutch need. And here's the replay to prove it. Up in the air, yes, a simple catch, and Bukhari departs for 7. That's a single and a 6. Oh, that's a very good example of what did for a previous batsman, Michael Svart. That was absolutely classical non-orthodox shot, but it yields 4 very good runs at exactly the right time. Yep, we'd all like to do that, us amateur cricketers, but we'd too worried about the ball hitting us in the face. And here's Shakib again, and that's a cross-batted shot straight down the ground. It's not going to be 4 because there are 2 fielders there who might have fielded it, so they take 2, and that takes Svart up to 48, and the total to 97 for 6. Shakib to Svart on 48. And that's 1, 2, 3 and 4 runs for Svart. That's excellent. That's only his 3rd 4 of the innings. He scored a 6 as well. And that 50 gets a well-deserved round of applause from the crowd. Let's see how he made it there. Here he goes. And this one is a 6. And that is an ideal follow-up to the previous ball. And here is that shot again. So that's 10 in 2 balls for Svart in there. Good effort. Here comes another ball from Shakib, and again into the mid-wicket area, and again Hossain fields. It's only a single again for Michael Svart, who's now on 59 suddenly, accelerating in that over. 61 to Svart, who's facing now Mahmudullah. And that's clean bowled, I think. I don't think that was stumped. I think he just missed it, played too early. The ball was held back by Mahmudullah very cleverly. It's a stumping. And Svart, of course, yesterday made 57 for the Netherlands, so that's 2 half-centuries in a row. And here's Shafiul again, and that's clean bowled. That's a tremendous piece of bowling by Shafiul, who finally pitches the ball up, and that was Yorker length. Here's the replay. Don't know how old he is, but his number's 13. He doesn't look much more than 13 years old. There's only 9 balls left. Here comes Shafiul. And that's a nice ball, not quite as full as the last one, and a misfield allows the batsman to get 2. It should not have been there, but that helps the Dutch cause, takes them to 116. Shafiul bowls again, and that's slightly uppish, but 1 run, and so that reduces the target in the final over yet to come to exactly 10, because the Netherlands are now 119 for 8, chasing 129 for victory, and 1 over to go. This is the last over, being bowled by Abdur Razak, and that totally defeats the batsman, and there's a lot of reaction there as if there might have been something on it that might have been caught by Rahim, the Bangladesh captain, but no. Second ball, and that's off in the air, but it's safe. It's into the space, and they're going for a second. I'm surprised they weren't running a bit more urgently there, because that was a definite 2. But Tim van der Gutten didn't seem to be in any hurry about it at all. Third ball of the over, and that's a dot ball, and oh dear, Peter Seeler slips, but the run-out opportunity couldn't be taken up by Abdur Razak, but it was a dot ball. 121 for 8. There are 3 balls to come, and this is the 4th ball, and that's a big hit which has gone all the way for 6. A superb shot by Tim van der Gutten, and that will make a huge difference. Takes the score up to 127 for 8 rather. And that certainly improves the Dutch chances of victory. There are 2 balls to go, and they require 2 runs for victory. And here comes Razak, and there's a big appeal, and he's been given out LBW. Very, very straight ball, and looked out from here, and there was no hesitation on the umpire's part. So the drama continues. 12 runs to van der Gutten. Well, this is what makes the game of cricket one of the world's greatest sports. Last ball, Razak, and that is a single. It's going to go for 4, and it goes over the boundary now, and the Dutch fans are delighted. That means Holland have won off the last ball of the game, the last pair at the crease. And as I say, it could have gone either way off that last ball, but that was a fantastic shot by Malik. Yes, there it is, and it was an excellent way to finish the game for the Dutch.